Hi children, let us see the third exercise in linear equations. Okay, we are solving linear equation by using substitution method. In this exercise, we will be using only this method. Okay, what is substitution method actually? To say we will be given two equations. We have to solve the equation. We have to find the value of x with one equation. We have to find the value of x from one equation and substitute the value whatever we have found. It will be in the format of y with a numeral. We have to use that value in the other equation. And when we do the sum, I have marked the first and the second equation here. And from the first equation, I have found the value of x to be 14 minus y. When I bring the y's value to the right hand side, it becomes minus number. So it becomes 14 minus y. And I am substituting that value, whatever x I have found, I am substituting that value in the second equation. X minus y, in the place of x I am writing this value 14 minus y is equal to 4. When I substitute and when I simplify the equation, I get this. And again I am keeping only minus 2y in the left hand side, bringing 14 to the right hand side. I solve it, simplify it, and I find the value y is equal to 5. Again I substitute this value y is equal to 5 in the second equation. I can use the first equation also, but here I have used the second equation and I found the value of x to be 9. Now we will go to the second sum. Now I will repeat the sum now. The first equation, s minus t is equal to 3. The second equation is s by 3 plus t by 2 is equal to 6. And I substitute I find the value of s from the first equation. From the first equation, I find the value of s is equal to, I bring the t to the right hand side and it's equal to, s is equal to 3 plus t. Okay. This value I am substituting in the second equation. When I substitute it, I get, in the place of s, I will write 3 plus t. 3 plus t by 3 is equal to t by 2 is equal to 6. And this is a fraction. In this equation, we see fractions. So I have to find the LCM of these, the denominators. Both the denominators are prime numbers. So I just multiply it. 3 into 2, that is 6. So the LCM is 6. And to convert 3 into 6, I multiply it with 2. So 2 into 3 plus t. And here again the numerator, to convert this denominator 2 into 6, I have to multiply it with 3. For the denominator, I multiply it with 3. So automatically I multiply 3 to the numerator also, and it becomes 3t is equal to 6. Then now I have a common denominator 6. This can be taken to the right hand side. We can take any number from the left hand side to the right hand side only when it is common. Students, please take care. We can move this denominator 6 to the right hand side only when the denominator is common, or else we can't move that. Okay. So I move that 6 from here to right hand side and it becomes 36. Now I simplify the equation. I have 6 plus 5t is equal to 36. I keep only the 5t on the left hand side and move the 6 to the right hand side. I get 5t is equal to 30 and t is equal to 6. So I have s minus 6 is equal to 3, s is equal to 9. I found the value of t and also I found the value of 9. With that, the second sum also is over. You can cross check it by using it on the first equation. When I use it, I have 9 minus 6 is equal to 3. Yeah, obviously it is 9 minus 6 is equal to 3. So it satisfies the equation. So the values whatever we have found is right. We can cross check any time like this. Okay. We will go to the third sum now. Okay. Now the third sum. These are the equations given, and when I substitute, I find the value of 3x is equal to 3y plus y. From the first equation I have done this, and I have got the value of x. I bring the 3 below here, so I got the value of x. I am substituting the value in the second equation. When I substitute, I get this, right? So 9 into 3 plus y by 3 minus 3y is equal to 9. I can cancel this 3 and 9. When I cancel, I get 3 3s are 3 here. So 3 3s are 9 plus 3y minus 3y is equal to 9. Here it is plus 3y and here it is minus 3y. So both the terms get cancelled. So I have 9 is equal to 9. It means y is equal to 0, x is equal to 0. So when we see that x and y's value, when it becomes 0, what does it mean? It means that the two lines are coinciding on each other, okay. And if from even here also, both the equations, when I write in the first itself, when I take 3 out from the second equation, both the equations turns to be the same. What does it mean? It means that both the lines are coinciding on each other. When they coincide, we don't have any point of intersection, right? So because of that, we can say this question, these two lines are overlapping, okay. Here these are the two equations in your fourth sum. Both the equation has got point numbers, decimal numbers. I don't want decimals in my equation. So to remove the decimals, I multiply both the equations with 10. Multiplying both the equations by 10, I get these. 2x plus 3y is equal to 13. 4x plus 5y is equal to 23. Suppose if the decimal, there are two decimals, okay, after the point there are two digits, then you will multiply it with 100, okay. Here we have got only one decimal after the point, so I am multiplying both the equations with 10 alone. So when I multiply, I get these as the equations, and again I am continuing with substitution method. I keep 2x alone here on the left hand side, bring y's value to the right hand side, and I find x value here like this, 13 minus 3y is equal to 2, and I substitute that value of x in the second equation. So 4 into the bracket this value plus 5y is equal to 23, and 26, I multiply 2 into 13 is 26, 2 into 3y is equal to minus 6 plus 5y is 23. I subtract here, so it becomes minus y, and 23 minus y is equal to minus 3, and both the minus I get cancelled, so y is equal to 3, okay. Both the minus gets cancelled, and so y is equal to 3, and 4x plus 5 into 3 is equal to 23. So 4x is equal to, well, I substitute the value of y in the second equation, I have this, and I find the value of x to be equal to 2. These are the given two equations. Again I do substitution method. I keep x factor alone on the left hand side, bring the y factor to the right hand side. Here I get like this. So I want only x here, right? So minus 3y minus, so square root of 2, that's it. So I have the same value, I am going to substitute it in the second equation. So square root of 3 is there, in the place of x I substitute this value, minus square root of y by square root of 2 minus square root of 8y is equal to 0. And here my square root of 3 into square root of 3 is 3, okay. So it becomes minus 3y by square root of 2 minus square root of 8y is equal to 0. Here I don't have any denominator. Whenever it is a fraction, I told I want to have a common denominator. So I multiply this square root of 2 to the square root of 8 also, I multiply it like that. So when I multiply, I get minus 3y minus square root of 8 into square root of 2y by square root of 2. Here square root of 2 becomes a common denominator. When it is a common denominator, I can bring it to the right hand side, and it becomes square root of 2 here. When I bring it becomes 0, okay. So we can eliminate that square root of 2 like this. Now I have only this term. I have minus 3y. When I multiply, these terms becomes minus square root of 16y is equal to 0, and when I do square root for 16, it becomes 4. So minus 3y minus 4y is equal to 0, minus 7y is equal to 0. So y is equal to 0 again. I use this y is equal to 0 in any of the equation. I am using it in the second equation again. So 3x minus 0 is equal to 0. So square root of 3x is equal to 0, x is equal to 0. So I have got the values as x is equal to 0 and y is equal to 0. Okay. This is how we do whenever we have a square root in the equation, this is how we solve it. These are the two given equations. we write down the equation, and to do substitution method, I find the value of 2x from the first equation, bringing 3y to the right hand side, and I want only x value, I don't want 2x value. So x is equal to 11 minus 3y by 2, and I substitute this value of x in the second equation. So 2 into the same whole value minus 4y is equal to minus 24, and this 2 and 2 gets cancelled here. So 11y minus 3y minus 4y is equal to minus 24. I can add this both up and it becomes 11 minus 7y is equal to minus 24. I keep the 7y here left hand side and bring the 11 to the right hand side, and it becomes minus 24 minus 11, and so 7 minus 7y is equal to minus 35. Y is equal to 35 by minus and minus gets cancelled. So y is equal to 35 by 7 is equal to 5, and I am substituting the value of y in the second equation, and I have got x value is equal to minus 2. I am substituting both the values x and y in the given required equation. Y is equal to mx plus 3, that's what is given. So I want to find the value of m. So I am substituting the value of x and y here, and I have got the value of m is equal to minus 1. Okay. In this third sums, they are given all this while they have given you the equations, and they are asked us to find the value of x and y. But here from this sum, they are asking us to form the equation. So please be careful making the equations. Okay. To form the equation, first read the problem properly and make the equation. The difference between two numbers is 26. So we have to consider the two numbers to be x and y. So let the numbers be x and y. So the difference between the two numbers. So the equation is x minus y. Okay. So let the numbers be x and y, and so the equation becomes difference between the equation numbers. So x minus y is equal to 26. This becomes the first equation. And the second part they are given us one number is 3 times the other. We don't know whichever number can be the bigger number. We don't know which number is the bigger number. So we can consider any number as the big number, and we will say x is equal to 3 times. So x is equal to 3y, simple. And to make it as a proper equation, I bring 3y to the left hand side and make it equate it to be 0. So this becomes my second equation. I am substituting that same x is equal to 3y in the first equation. So I have 3y minus y is equal to 26. 2y is equal to 26. Y is equal to 13. When I have found the value of y is equal to 13, I can substitute that in any of the equation and find the value of x. When I substitute the value of y in the first equation, I have x minus 13 is equal to 26. So x is equal to 39. That's it. So I have found the value of x and y. This is the first sum, and the second sum of this. The statements are the larger of the two supplementary angle. Okay, first we have to understand what is supplementary angle. What is a supplementary angle? An angle which lies between a straight line, within a straight line. So what is the angle of a straight line? 180 degree. So the angles within a straight line is 180 degree. So suppose this angle is x and this angle is y. It means summing up of these two angles is equal to 180 degree. So when you give it the supplementary angle, it is already understood that x plus y is equal to 180 degree. Okay. Then the second statement is the larger of the two supplementary angle exceed the smaller by 18 degree. Here I have drawn y is bigger, right? So I will write as y is equal to x plus 18. This becomes the second equation. Y I have drawn it bigger. We can write it as x is also, but I have drawn y bigger, so I am writing y is equal to x plus 18. As this is going to be a substitution method, as it is substitution method, in the place of y I am using this value. So x plus 18 is equal to 180. So 2x plus 18 is equal to 180. 2x is equal to 180 minus 18, and that is equal to 162. X value is calculated as 81. When I substitute that value here in the second equation, I find the value of y is equal to 99. That's it. So these two, when I add up, it is equal to 180 degree. So it means that these both angles are supplementary angles. The third sum, the coach of a cricket team buys 7 bats and 6 balls. So first to make the equation, let us consider, let the bats be x, balls be y. So the equation is 7x. He is buying 7 bats and 6 balls. So 7x plus 6y is equal to, it is costing 3,800. And later she buys 3 bats and 5 balls. So 3 bat plus 5 balls is equal to 1750. So we have made the equations. And now I have got two equations. When I solve it, again we have to use only substitution method. So 3x is equal to 1750 minus 5y. And when I want only x value, so x is equal to 1750 minus 5y by 3. I am going to substitute this value in the first equation. When I substitute it, I get 7 into this whole value plus 6y is equal to 3800. Again, we can't simplify 7 and 3. Both are prime numbers. So I have to multiply it. 7 into this number, when I multiply 1750, it's equal to 12,250 minus 35y plus, again I want a common denominator. So this number 3 I multiplied with here. 3 6 are 18. So 18y, and this 3 it goes to the right hand side as into 3, and it's equal to 11,400. And here when I simplify, minus 35 plus 18, it becomes minus 17y. This 12,250 goes to the right hand side as minus. Okay, so when it subtract, it becomes minus 850, and minus and minus get cancelled. Y is equal to 850 by 17, and that is equal to 50. So the cost of the ball is equal to y is equal to 50, and I am substituting that value in the second equation. So y's value, when I substitute, I get 3x is equal to, when I substitute the value, I get 3x is equal to 1500, x is equal to 1500 by 3, and that is equal to 500. So I have found the value of y is equal to 50, and the value of a ball is equal to 50, cost of a bat is equal to 500. Here in this sum, they are given, we are talking about a taxi charge, how it is being calculated. Okay, so always there will be a fixed charge. However, how much ever distance you go, just if you get on a taxi, we will be paying one fixed charge. So let that fixed charge be x, and then it calculates the kilometer charge. The more the distance, according to the distance it runs, it is calculated by y. So let the fixed charge be x and the kilometer charge be y. And here they are given an equation, they are just shown the price when you transfer 10 kilometers. So the fixed charge is always going to be the same, so it's not going to change according to the kilometers run. So it is going to be x plus 10y is equal to 105. This becomes the first equation. Then the second equation is x plus 15y is equal to 155. This is the second equation. Please be careful making the equations. Okay. Then as we are doing substitution method, I am considering the first equation. X is equal to 105 minus 10y. Then I am using the value whatever of x I have found. It becomes 105 minus 10y plus 15y is equal to 155. I have two values of y here, and one is a plus and one is a minus. So I subtract and I get 5y. 5y is equal to 155 minus 105, and that equals to 50. Y is equal to 50 by 5 is equal to 10. So I have found the value of the charge which is differing as per the kilometers. That I have found it to be 1 kilometers cost is 10 rupees. And I am using that in the first equation, and I have found x plus 10y is equal to 105. So x in the value when I substitute 10 into 10, it becomes 100. X plus 100 is equal to 105. X is equal to 105 minus 100 is equal to 5. When I subtract 105 minus 100, it is equal to 5. So the fixed charge is going to be 5. Then they are asking how much a person has to pay when he travels for 25 kilometers. So the distance for 25 kilometers is the fixed charge plus the kilometers into 10, right? So it is 25 kilometers into 10. Fixed charge is 5 rupees. 5 plus 25 into 10, and that sums to be equal to 255 rupees. That's it. As per the statement, there is a fraction given, and the fraction, let us consider the fraction to be x by y. Okay, and if we are adding 2 to the numerator and to the denominator of the fraction, it becomes, the value of the fraction becomes 9 by 11. So this fraction, I am considering the fraction to be x by y, so I am adding 2 to the numerator and denominator, x and y I am adding, so it becomes 9 by 11. And now I don't want the question to be as fraction, I said as earlier I said, so I want to simplify it now. So I cross multiply the values. This 11 I take it to the numerator here, and this value y plus 2 I take it to the numerator this side. So 11 into x plus 2 is equal to 9 into y plus 2. So I bring the 11 inside, 11x plus 22 is equal to 9 I bring here inside, 9y plus 18, and I bring x and y to the left hand side and the numerators to the right hand side, and the equation becomes 11x minus 9y is equal to minus 4, plus 22 comes there as minus 22, minus 22 plus 18 is equal to 4, and this makes the first equation. And the second part of the question is, and if 3 is added both to the numerator and denominator, I am adding 3 to the numerator and denominator, the fraction becomes 5 by 6. Again I do the same procedure, I cross multiply 5 and 6. Accordingly the equation becomes 6x minus 5y is equal to minus 3. This becomes the second equation. Now I am going to do again substitution method. I take the second equation here. So 6x is equal to, I bring the minus 5y to the right hand side, it becomes plus 5y, minus 3 plus 5y, and this 6 it comes to the denominator by 6. So this value of x I am substituting it in the first equation, 11 into this whole value minus 9y is equal to minus 4. When I substitute, I can't cancel 11 and 6 here, okay, both are, 11 is a prime number, so I can't cancel, so I have to solve it as numerically fully. So 11 into 3 is minus 33, 11 into 5 is 55y, so minus 33 plus 55 by 6 I have. Here I don't have a denominator, it means it is 1. So I want to find the LCM, so I make this denominator, to make this denominator 1 into 6, I multiply it with 6. So 9 also I have to multiply it with 6, 9 6 are 54, so this term becomes minus 54. And when the 6 becomes a common denominator for both the terms, I can remove the 6 and take it to the right hand side. When I take it, this denominator, it goes to the numerator. So 4 into 6 becomes 24, and so it becomes minus 24 here. So that's why the minus 6 is missing here. This minus 6 has gone there, it's multiplied there as minus 24. And now when I simplify, here I have a plus number and minus number, so I have to subtract and put the symbol of the bigger number. So this becomes plus 1y, and that is equal to this plus 33, minus 33 go to the right hand side as plus 33, 33 minus 24, and it is equal to 9. So y's value is equal to 9, and I substitute it again in the first equation, and I find that 11x is equal to 9 into 9 is equal to minus 4, 8 into 9 into 9 is 81, minus 4 it goes to that side as plus 81. So when I subtract 81 minus 4, it becomes 77. X is equal to 77 by 11, and that is equal to 7. So the required fraction is x by y, so that is 7 by 9, and I can cross check it as 7 plus 2 is become 9, 9 plus 2 is 11, so 9 by 11 I get. Again when I add 3, 7 plus 3 is 10, 9 plus 3 is 12, so when I simplify it becomes 5 by 6, okay. So this is the required fraction. Here in the sum, the last statement sum for your exercise, in the sum, usually it's an age sum, okay, age problem. Please be careful about it. People tend to make mistakes with this. 5 years hence. Hence means after 5 years, okay. So after 5 years, Jacob will be 3 times of his son. So let us consider Jacob's age be x and son's age be y. So I am going to add 5 to both the ages, x plus 5 and y plus 5. He will be 3 times the son's age. So I want to equate it. So I multiply son's age with 3. Okay. So this becomes the equation. X plus y is equal to, I take the 3 inside, it becomes 3y plus 15. So x minus 3y is equal to, this plus 5 goes that side, and so it becomes 15 minus 5, so it becomes 10. This becomes the first equation. And then the second part is 5 years ago, so before, so I must subtract x minus 5 and y minus 5 here again. Then it becomes that Jacob's age was 7 times that of his son. So again I multiply 7 to the son's age, and when I equate it again, 7y minus 35, I bring the 7y to the left hand side, plus 5 minus 5 will go there as plus 5, and that equates to be minus 30. So x minus 7y is equal to minus 30 is the second equation. As we are doing substitution method again, I keep x alone in the left hand side and 7y goes to the right hand side. It is equal to 7y minus 30. Okay, this value I am going to use it in the first equation. So in the place of x I have used this value 7y minus 30, minus 3y is equal to 10, and so when I subtract 7y minus 3y, it becomes 4y. 4y minus 30 is equal to 10. 4y is equal to 40. Y is equal to 40 by 4 by 10. So I find the value of y is equal to 10, and I substitute that in the first equation, and I find the value of x is equal to Jacob's age to be 40, the son's age to be 10. I can substitute the values in any of the equation and see whether the whatever we have found to be correct or wrong. Okay, this is how we do the statement sums. Please take care while making the equation. If you take care about making the equation, automatically whatever method you follow, we will get the correct answer. Okay, that's it.